Hey, what's going on, guys? Looking for Mighty Reptiles here, coming to you guys with the vlog of January 23rd, and I have a small update that doesn't go along with the snakes or anything like that, but it does go along with kind of how, why, or the reason why the videos have been so sparse, and then I am actually going to give you guys the entire list of our breeding so far and a little bit of what's to come pretty soon. So I'm going to pull out all of our males separately, and I'm going to tell you guys which girls we're putting them with and what we're really hoping to get out of it. So stick around for that piece, and I'm going to start off this video with the update on the car. The car is actually not fixed yet, but it has been approved for through insurance. That just now happened recently, so I'm waiting for parts to come in at the shop, and then I'm going to lose the car for a couple days while they fix it. So that's still not over, so that sucks, but you know, at least it's getting fixed. And then for the reason why the videos have been so sparse, as you guys know, I am a dedicated member of Team No Sleep, and I've been a little traitorous recently. I typically get about 3 hours of sleep every night, if that, and then recently I've been sleeping 13-14 hours. It's been amazing. I love naps. Naps are amazing. But yeah, that's why the videos have been so sparse. I've been catching up. I've just been dead tired. Like I've needed it for a while. I haven't been able to sleep, but now that I'm back on track, I should be able to get some videos out for you guys. Alright, so since I already got this guy out, I'm going to tell you his females. This is Jasper, our clown boy. I'm actually going to pull out my list so I actually don't forget any of them. We have him, I actually just now pulled him out from locking up with a female who was actually locked up for 3 days straight with her, so good on this guy. With our pastel lesser spot nose girl, she's about 2,500 grams. That is Harley, if you guys remember her, from our first. It was our first video with AEPs. We got her that morning, so she's in that vlog. And then he is also with a big spot nose girl that we got from Unbelievables. That's Todd, and she's about, I want to say 2,200 grams right now as well. And then the Bumblebee Het clown, we actually got him with. He's still locking up. And then things that are going to be coming soon, there is a lesser Het clown that is at 1,350. But she's going to be needing, it's not going to 1,500, it's going till she's round, because she's a slimmer girl. She's a longer snake, so she's going to get heavier in the long run, but it's going to take a little longer to get there. So this list is actually for all of 2018, so we're hoping that we can finally start locking her up by the end of the year. And then we also have a 1,200 gram pastel Het clown girl. She was a tiny thing that we got at the shows. It was at the Repticon at the American Family Pet Expo, and she was like not even 200 grams at the time, but she's gained 1,000 ever since then. So we're hoping that by sometime in the middle of this year we should be able to start pairing her up, because she's growing like a weed and she just takes food like no other. But yeah, that's it for Jasper. We're mainly just using him while we are waiting for Horton, our pastel leopard blade clown male, to grow up. So for now, we're just going to see what all the cool things that we can make with clown, and then we're going to see what cooler things we can make with clown once we have Horton around. So yeah, he's got a big year ahead of him, and he's a great breeder anyway, so he can handle it. So yeah, on to the next male. Alright, so next up is actually a first year breeder male. This is Diego. He's at about 750 grams himself. He is a leopard spider fire, and I'm really excited to see what he makes. He's actually a really great breeder. He's been locking up with every single girl I've put him in with, just from the first time we ever used him, and he locks up within like 30 minutes. Every time I put him in there, I refer to him as Dr. Smooth, because he's not like Big Boy where he's able to just take control of the female. You see him and he just takes his nose and he's just rubbing up all against the side of the female, and he just wraps her right back around, and by the time he makes his loop around, he's already locked. So he's currently with 2 females, and we're going to have 4 or 5. We haven't really decided on some of these girls that we have, so that there's actually some that aren't included in the list because we haven't decided. But he's got 2 right now, and that is the pastel vanilla Mojave that we got in one of our earlier vlogs. She is now up to size, and she's about 1,800 grams or so, somewhere between 16 and 18. And then his second girl that we are currently putting him with, I'm trying to read from afar, is a pastel lesser girl, and she's actually at 2,600 grams. She's gained 600 grams since they started locking, and she should be dropping pretty soon, just because we already had her pre-ovy shed, and she's just now going into what I believe is the pre-lay shed. So looking for that one, and it's just, that's going to be an exciting pairing, because the whole reason behind getting him is I saw one match that I wanted, and I mean, I got him, fell in love with him, and I was like, what can we make with leopard spider fire? And I know leopard doesn't have anything to do with this, despite leopard being one of my my favorite genes. I love lesser spider fires. It's really pretty. It's kind of like a queen bee, but there's like this orange blushing around the spider on the back, and that is something that I'm going for with this guy. And you're gonna see that because his two other females that are growing up, one of them is a lesser that is currently at 1350, probably would be ready to breed right now, but I want to get the extra weight on her and get to that 1500 mark first. And then I'm missing one, is a pastel vanilla, so we're actually going to go for some screams, and that's the same thing with the vanilla pastave, is that we're going to be going for some screams with him as well. So yeah, super excited for this guy, and he's just been making big progress immediately, so that's nice to see. All right, so the next male I actually can't even show you guys right now because he is actually in right there with our Mojave albino girl, and that is Mojo Jojo, our Mojave spider het for albino male, and we are going for some cherry bombs, which, if you don't know what those are, it's kind of a red eye leucistic, where if you picture a super Mojave where they have like that silver / lavender type like eye streaks and a little bit of coloration on the head, if you make super Mojave albinos, that turns into like this, somewhere between a red and a pink, and that's what we're going for with him. So we have a 1 in 8 chance here with the Mojave albino, and then we have a Mojave het albino right here that he's also been locking up with, and that is a 1 in 16 shot. But then that's not even counting the possibility for spider in there. But we're going to be using this guy while we wait for our boy Gary, the Mojave albino, to grow up, because he's currently at about 300 grams, so he's got a ways to go. So this year is gonna be Mojo Jojo, and next year's probably gonna be Gary, but so far Mojo Jojo is doing the job just well, or just fine. That's the term. All right, so before I actually announce this next boy, I want to mention that I missed one on Mojo Jojo, and that he also has an albino female on there, and that is Flower right here. And they've been locking, and she's grown a considerable amount, and I'm waiting for those eggs to drop. So this next boy is actually for sale. We're just using him while he's around, and he is an albino spider, and he is just doing great. We got him from Always Evolving Pythons a few months ago, and then brought him back and realized that whereas he fits into our plans right now, there's better stuff that we have growing up, so we're using him for now, and then when like Gary grows up, we're going to start using him rather than the albino spider. But he has been locking up with Pandora, the girl that we also got from Always Evolving Pythons as a gift, and that is a het albino, and then we also have a het albino behind that he has been locking up with that should be dropping anytime, literally anytime. And like I said, he's for sale. If any of you guys are looking for an adult albino spider male, let us know. We're just going to use them while we have them. But yeah, great eater and great breeder right here. So yeah, next one. All right, so you guys know this next one very well. This is Big Boy, our 2,500 gram Mystic Potion male. And you guys know his story. His previous owner thought he was a female and fed him like crazy. And he got to this size, and he's currently trying to choke me out. But he has 7 females that he is currently breeding with. He has 5 Mojave girls, and he has 1 phantom girl that needs to get a little bit more weight on. She was slow to get back onto food after laying. And then he has a butter bee pastel, which is butter pastel spider, aka the butter version of a queen bee. So really excited what he is going to be making, but as you guys know, we really love those the purple passion, the mystic potion, and those blue-eyed leucistics, and that's majorly what we're going for with this guy. But really nice to have him because, as you know, mystic potion is a ALS, aka acts like super, which is an allelic pair, so there's no normals that is going to come out of any of his clutches. The worst we can get is a Mojave or a Mystic, in which case, big deal. So yeah, on to the next man. Alright, so this boy here, if you've been watching ever since the beginning, then you know exactly who he is because he was actually one of our original unboxings. I don't remember if he was our second video or our fourth, because it was our AEP trip without filming with him, and then it was unboxing one male and then skip one and unboxing again. So he's either second or fourth video, and we actually got him at 300 grams. I just weighed him before recording this, and he is now at 1,250 grams. And he is going to be breeding for us this year. He has a few females. We still have to acquire some stuff for him. Currently we only have 3 listed down for him, but that's because we're utilizing some of these males before they actually go out. For instance, we have a Super Pastel Vanilla that is going to Wyoming Balls. Check him out on Instagram, by the way. And it's just going to be too cold up until probably about March. So for now, the Super Pastel Vanilla is locking up with our fire, just because we have them. So why not? So Lenny here is actually with 2 pastel girls, and he is with a Firefly girl. And he himself is a Leopard Lesser pastel male, and he is just gorgeous. I don't even have to tell you he's a great eater because I already told you how much he's gained in the past year. He's gained 1,000 grams and since, you know, late April or early May. So you know he's a good eater, and he's already done a great job breeding. So yeah, good on you, Lenny. Alright, so this next male is actually in shed in a bad way. I've been making his tub humid for the past about week and a half, and he cleared his face and his eye caps, and he cleared his butt so he can eat just fine. So after that, he just didn't care to get the rest off. I've left a wet sponge in there for him to rub it off. He's just given no attempt to it. So I am actually soaking him every day and waiting for him to do something about it, but I'm gonna end up probably taking a wet rag to him after I soak him. But this is Dole, the banana het pied. He was the sire to the clutch that I uploaded yesterday, that unfortunately only had one come out, and then that one unfortunately did not make it. So he has 2 girls currently, but you know, he may have more. I'm contemplating putting him to some of our other girls that actually aren't even included in our list right now. And that is, he is with a Mojave het pied right now, and she's still regaining weight after laying the last set of eggs. And then we have Coco, the girl that we have we complained about in the very beginning. We're asking everybody for help because she wouldn't eat, because the last owner had her on ASFs and she would not take anything else but them. And she also wouldn't take frozen ones, which are the only way that we can get them in California is that they're frozen. So she didn't even want those. So what we she finally ate a while ago, and now she's actually back up. She's at 1,750 grams as of right now, and they have locked together for 2 consecutive times, and I do every other week with them, and they've locked both times, and that's when she gained 200 grams since the last video we were talking about her. So yeah, she's doing absolutely great. I'm excited to see if we get any banana pieds out of it. And then also, the girls I'm contemplating putting them with is that we have an albino het pied. We actually have an albino het pied and a double het albino pied that we could use. That I'm really considering just making banana pied het albinos and just kind of seeing how that goes, but haven't quite decided yet. So yeah, on to the next male. Alright, so I actually need to bring out the list for this next male. I don't have him on me because he's currently on an expedition to find the loose rat in this room. And he is the blackhead gravel 50% het pied boy, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 females that he's going to be servicing throughout this year. So they're not all going to be at one time, because some of them still need to gain a little weight. Actually, 2 of them need to gain a little bit of weight, so right now he's doing 5. Actually, no, he's doing 4. 1 of them still needs weight. So he is servicing the gravel. We're obviously going for some blackhead super gravel stuff there, or even just a super gravel I'll be happy with. Then one of the girls that needs to grow up is the pastel yellow belly slash gravel, which we got from Sam at Marauder Morphs. And so we're either looking for some highways there or for some super gravels. There's no way we can lose there. And obviously pastel on top of it makes highway stuff and super gravel stuff just amazing. So then the next one is yellow belly het pied, so we're going to test to see if he's actually het pied or not, as well as, you know, highway pieds would be pretty sweet. We can all agree on that one. And then just a yellow belly. I don't mean to say just a yellow belly, but you know, one gene yellow belly. And then we have a fire yellow belly that is actually a snake that we're taking care of for one of our buddies. He had to leave really quickly, so he needed somebody to house his snakes, and we're holding 3 of them. One being an asphalt slash yellow belly, and one being a fire yellow belly girl, and then he has a pastel ghost boy. So the ghost boy is just kind of chilling around because we have our own ghost male that we're using. But he did give us permission to use his females, and we're just gonna kick him back some a baby in return. He's gonna get one of the best ones out of it. So, and then with the asphalt girl, now that I mentioned her, we're not pairing him with the pairing her with the blackhead gravel. We are pairing her with the super pastel ivory. So that way we're gonna test to see if she makes ivories or if she makes freeways. So that's what we're doing with the super pastel ivory male, so I don't have to pull him out, just so I can announce his one snake that he's working with. But then there's 2 more girls that the blackhead gravel is with, and one is a stinger bee, so Enchi spider fire yellow belly girl that is also het for ghosts, so anything in there is going to be pos het ghost. And then as well as a pastel yellow belly phantom, who is currently at 1100 grams, and the stinger bee is at about 1350. So those will be coming up soon, especially the stinger bee. That one I'm excited for. There's 4 genes being thrown at the gravel boy. I'm excited. So yeah, that's it for him, and hopefully he finds that rat soon so I can get him back with these females. Alright, so we're actually down to our final 2 males, and you guys all know this guy if you've hung around at the auctions. He is just, he's probably the most tame out of all of them here. Actually, it's in between him and Diego, which I've already introduced you to this video. But this is Peanut. Peanut is a banana Mojave pinstripe, aka banana jigsaw, and we are pairing him with 2 different black pastel girls, and he is also being paired with 1 banana spider. So we're looking to see if we can create some super bananas there. That'd be really cool, as well as maybe creating some female makers. We won't know actually out of that clutch, but we will be able to create some females since there's a female banana in there as well. So we'll have a greater chance, I should say, at making some females. But yeah, super excited for this guy. He's a great breeder, we just need more females for him. So yeah, on to the last man. Alright, so I missed a female yet again on a snake, and that is Peanut is also servicing a cinnamon, so we'll be going for some banana cinnamon there. And then, come on man. I pulled this guy out as he's working on his shed, so he's using me as a scratch post. So you guys all know and love this guy. He's the original breeder male that I purchased. The first male I ever bought was Tuco, the Enchi ghost boy, who doesn't have any girls here for him as of right now that are of size. All of his girls are smaller than him. But this is Heisen. Heisen is the first adult that I bought, and he has an Xanthic het for albino, and he made all the snow related stuff last season, and that's pretty much what we're going to be going for again. So let me grab the list real quick and I'll let you know exactly who we're pairing him with. We have 2 albino het Xanthic girls that we're pairing him with. 1 albino being Agnes, because Agnes does not like Mojo Jojo for whatever reason, and them 2 paired last season created Smarties, our odd-eyed albino het Xanthic boy that will be breeding hopefully next year. He's eating pretty well, but then again, he's only 150 grams right now, so I can't really say for very that far out in the future. But then he's also with a spider het Xanthic, the same one that laid our first clutch ever for us, and then he is with a bumblebee het Xanthic girl going for some zebra bees. And that is it for our breeding season this year. And we still have some more to figure out, and we still have some girls growing up that will probably be ready to breed sometime this year. But I didn't want to include them on the list either because we weren't sure between males who we wanted them to go to, and or I'm just not 100% positive if they're going to be ready to go. So I don't want to get you guys excited for something that's going to end up being a 2019 project, and then having you guys be let down a little bit. So yeah, Heisen wants to get back to his rack. I think he knows exactly where his girlfriend is because he's going right to her right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit the like button if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to be giving away a snake in the next couple of days, or at least announcing the giveaway. You guys know how it is. We do a week or 2 weeks over, just depending on how long it takes to get to the goal. So we're going to be doing a 2,500 subscriber giveaway. We're currently about, I want to say like 35 away from the mark. So you know that's going to be coming up really soon. And other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So yeah. P.S. Comment down below which one's your favorite pair, because I'm really excited to see what you guys are excited to see. So yeah, comment that down below. Come back here, buddy. Alright, so hey, what's going on, guys? Looking for Mighty Reptiles here, and I'm coming to you guys with the vlog of... I don't have my watch on. Hey, what's going on, guys? Looking for Mighty Reptiles here, coming to you guys with the vlog of January 23rd.